Hello, this is David and welcome to Make Me Proud, the video series sharing the story of my campaign to become a better sprint swimmer. And in this episode, we're going to be taking a look back at my 50 metres butterfly race from the Swim England Masters Nationals Short Course Championships 2023, which took place just back at the end of October. So for those of you that were following my channel at that point in time will know that I managed to achieve a personal best time of 30.57 seconds, decimating my previous personal best of 31.42, which I set back at the end of April at the Scottish Nationals Short Course Swimming Championships. So taking nearly an entire second off of my previous personal best. And therefore we're just going to look at what went right in this race and similarly where I may have room for improvement still. So if you would give this video a like, I would very much appreciate it. And remember to follow my page / subscribe to my channel to make sure that you know of whenever I upload any new videos. New episodes come out every Sunday evening, but otherwise without any further ado, let's dive right in to today's technical analysis. And remember, if you spot anything that I can improve on, please let me know down in the comments section below. I love receiving feedback from you guys, but otherwise without any further ado, let's take a look back at that 50 metres fly race. A reaction time of 0.67 seconds gets me off to a fantastic start in this heat. And things just go from good to great as I really power down the first 25, keeping up a high stroke rate. A really good turn by my standards keeps me on the tail of everyone else in this heat. And then similarly, I come thundering back down the second 25, meaning that I come in with a personal best time of 30.57 seconds. So this is a very rare technical analysis video in the Make Me Proud series where I'm really struggling to come up with anything that I could have done better in. Technically, I think this was as well executed as I could have done for my ability level. My reaction time off the blocks was 0.67 seconds, my fastest ever in any race, so that was absolutely smashing. Came out of the underwaters really well. Might have been able to go a little bit further underwater, which is where I seemed to lose a little bit of distance on the rest of the heat, but they were all seeded better than me, so yeah, I wasn't expecting to, beat any of those people that I was racing against. And then, once out of the underwaters, just really driving down hard down that first 25. Normally in a 50 meters freestyle, the first length is make or break for me, where at times I can not really get into gear early on in the race, and down the first 25 I sort of forget that I really need to be going as hard as I absolutely can. However, that was not the case in this event this time around. I was really up for it. I really hammered it home down that first 25 and really, just so happy with my stroke turnover rate and the power that I was putting into each stroke and how quickly I was just getting down that first 25. Then at the turn, this is probably the best turn I've ever executed in a 50 fly race as well. Slightly helped by the ledge, as I've mentioned in a couple of previous episodes. That ledge there just makes it really easy to sort of stabilize yourself and get your legs underneath you and then get a good push off into the second length of the race, where if it's a touch pad it's hard because you just don't have that ability to stabilize yourself, because you sort of slap it and then you try and bring it underneath you, whereas you can sort of hold on to that ledge there and then it just makes it a whole lot easier in that regard, and therefore resulted in me making the best fly turn of my life. So yeah, came out of that fly turn. Again, could probably have done a few more fly kicks outside of that. However, really happy with how far I got, and again, the breakout was really good. The stroke rate wasn't quite as hard down the second 25 as the first 25. However, that's somewhat to be expected, given that my speed out of the turn isn't going to be as fast as my speed out the dive, and therefore it's, you know, you're trying to maintain speed out of the turn and dive. So yeah, if I'm coming out of a dive or a turn slower, then yeah, I'm not going to have as much speed. However, still very strong going down that second 25, really, you know, keeping the power up as much as I can, and then just spotting the wall almost absolutely perfectly in that. And I think that is why I haven't been able to beat that 50 fly time at South Yorkshire Masters and Europeans, was just because I just hit the wall almost perfectly. And similarly as well, I did so on the turn as well. So that's one area where you know, that can really make it or break it for you in a 50 meters fly event. When, you know, touching the wall and spotting that perfectly, and you know, it was literally touching with my fingertips on this one. So I really, if it was just a shred further out the wall this time around, I would have had to have you know, come in with another stroke, but I spotted it absolutely perfectly and absolutely nailed it. So yeah, so chuffed with how that race went. How I can improve from there, I'm a little bit stuck. Because yeah, I think mostly it would come down to putting more power down in each stroke and actually developing my strength. Naturally, you know, there's always, you know, I'm not an elite 50 meter fly swimmer, so naturally there are going to be aspects in my skills there that I need to improve on, which, you know, if you've got any suggestions, again, please leave a comment down below. One thing that I have as an idea is to try and breathe less in that 50 fly, so keeping my head down and keep that going, which I tried at Europeans, which you know, probably wasn't the time to try something new, but on the basis that, you know, there wasn't the ledge there, it was a touchpad at Europeans. I thought, yeah, why not just try something new, see if it's, you know, take the risk, see if it's going to, you know, take even more time off of your personal best. Sadly, it wasn't the case, but on the basis that I did so well in this race, I just thought it worth a gamble. You know, if I went safe, I wasn't going to take that much more off, if at all. So I thought, you know, try something completely different, in the hopes that, you know, I just take off you know, a huge chunk of time once more. However, that wasn't to be, and maybe that was a bit ambitious of me at Europeans, but you know, so chuffed with this time. You know, it was a great start to Nationals. It filled me with confidence. It's a shame it was probably my best swim of Nationals. Yeah, where the rest of the events I wasn't able to take off as much as off of my PBs as I'd hoped, and I didn't manage to at all in the 100 meters freestyle. But yeah, just an awesome race. Really chuffed with how this 50 fly went, and yeah, I'm keen to know how I can improve on it in 2024. So once again, guys, if you've got any suggestions, leave it in the comments down below. But yeah, otherwise that is it for this video. Subscribe to my channel to make sure that you're notified of whenever I upload any new videos. Click on the thumbnail to watch another video of mine, or for my fellow master swimmers, to gain clarity and confidence on how to eat in order to improve your swim times, head to westcough.com/masterclass.